When ego overrides caution, narcissistic traits and the tragedy of the Titan submersible. From the editors of UnderstandNarcissism.com. The fatal 2023 OceanGate submersible tragedy sheds light on how unchecked narcissistic traits in leadership can silence dissent and compromise safety. In June of 2023, the world was stunned by the implosion of OceanGate's Titan submersible during a dive to the Titanic wreck site, claiming the lives of all 5 individuals on board, including OceanGate CEO and pilot Stockton Rush. While investigations pointed to structural flaws and lack of regulation, a deeper psychological pattern also came into focus: the role of narcissism in leadership failure. The 2025 Netflix documentary, The Titan OceanGate Disaster, offers a rare, unfiltered view into the internal dynamics of OceanGate. Former Director of Engineering Tony Nissen emerges as a key voice, offering a stark portrayal of Stockton Rush's behavior. "I worked for somebody that is probably borderline clinical psychopath, but definitely a narcissist." This damning quote anchors a broader critique of how Rush operated, not just as a visionary, but as a leader who fostered a culture of overconfidence and retaliation that was dangerous. The fatal dive: innovation at the cost of safety. Rush viewed existing maritime safety regulations as obstacles to innovation. He believed traditional certification processes were unnecessarily restrictive, once stating, "At some point, safety is just pure waste." This mindset guided his decision to forego industry-standard testing and classification for the Titan, despite repeated warnings from engineers. Among them was David Lockridge, who flagged potential catastrophic failure scenarios and was later fired. Nissen himself resigned after growing concerns and a chilling interaction. "Stockton told me it would be nothing for him to spend $50,000 to ruin somebody's life." Narcissistic traits that fueled the crisis. From a psychological perspective, several narcissistic traits are evident in Rush's behavior: grandiosity and exceptionalism. He saw himself as a pioneer on par with Elon Musk or Jacques Cousteau, believing he alone had the vision to change deep-sea exploration. Disregard for expert feedback. Engineers raising valid concerns were either ignored or terminated. Craving admiration. He regularly positioned himself as a modern-day explorer, cultivating a heroic public image. Lack of empathy. By dismissing safety as wasteful, he undermined the value of human life in favor of personal ambition. Cult-like environment and suppression of dissent. Entertainment Weekly's coverage of the documentary supports this narrative, stating, "Rush is characterized as a narcissist who cultivated a cult-like atmosphere at OceanGate. This insular environment discouraged internal dissent, with employees fearing retaliation or job loss. The result? Unchecked authority and catastrophic oversight failures." A broader pattern of risk. The Titan disaster is not an isolated case. Narcissistic leaders in high-stakes industries, from aviation to medicine, often overestimate their competence, undermine or ignore expert warnings, foster fear-based environments. When human lives depend on rigorous scrutiny and open dialogue, narcissism becomes not just a character flaw, but a safety hazard. The high cost of ego. The Titan tragedy wasn't just a technological failure, it was a psychological one. When ego silences expertise, the consequences can be fatal. Leadership, especially in life-or-death domains, must be anchored in humility, collaboration, and a commitment to safety above all else. The information provided in this article is for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional advice. We are not licensed clinicians, mental health professionals, lawyers, or legal advisors. For any concerns regarding mental health or personal situations, please seek advice from a qualified professional. For more details, please read our full disclaimer.